In this video, I'm going to show you how to stop those annoying spam comments on your WordPress website. Now, if you're not currently seeing any, but also aren't taking any precautions, it's really only a matter of time before your website is targeted. Hey, it's Craig McLean here, and this is where I help small business owners and entrepreneurs grow and manage their business online. So let's jump right into it.
So you can see I'm logged into my WordPress dashboard, and I've got 5 steps that I like to follow to cut back on this comment spam. Before we get started with step 1, I'm first going to open up my website, and I'm going to click on a recent post right here. And let's scroll to the bottom where we'd see our comment form section. And you see I've got just a basic WordPress comment form located here. So let's head back to WordPress. We're going to navigate to plugins and add new. So step number 1 is I like to install a plugin called wpDiscuz. And you'll see it's right here. I'm going to choose install now and activate. Now you can see my plugins activated. Let's scroll down below and you can see it right here. Let's click on dashboard. And this is the wpDiscuz dashboard page. Now, if you've never installed this plugin before, it's actually going to take you through a nice installation process where I essentially go next, next, next with the default settings. Since I've used it on the site though, it's not going to allow me to do that. So I'm going to click on settings and then I'm going to choose comment form settings. And I'll just take you through a few of the settings that I like to see. Number 1 is I like the collapsed form view. I keep this toggle on. For the rich text editor, I only turn that on the desktop mode. And I'll scroll down below here so you can see the remaining settings that I like to use. So I'll scroll up to the top and you'll see Google reCAPTCHA here. And this brings us to step 2, which is enabling Google reCAPTCHA. So I'm going to click on this. And you'll see here it's going to tell us that we need to register our domain with Google in order to obtain our site key and secret key. So I'm going to open this in a new tab. And I can close out this blog post. And since I don't have my website added to my reCAPTCHA account, there's a plus button here which is going to allow me to create my domain within here. Let's go ahead and add our domain. We're going to leave off the HTTP and www. We are going to be using reCAPTCHA version 2. And let's stick with the I'm not a robot tick box. Under domains, we once again need to add in our domain. Under owners, you should see your email address. If you need to add another, you can add it here. I'm okay with the default. I'm going to go ahead and accept the terms of service. And yes, I do want to be alerted if there's any misconfigurations or if there's a high number of spam coming through. So I will click on the submit button. And this is exactly what we need. We need a site key and a secret key. So let's go ahead and copy our site key. I'll click right here and you'll see the site keys being copied to my clipboard. Let's head back over to WordPress. Let's scroll down and paste in our site key right here. Let's go back. Let's do the same for the secret key. And let's paste that in here. Now let's look at our general settings here first. Our request method, we are going to leave that as auto. We do want to make sure that the reCAPTCHA displays for guests because this is who would be targeting our website. So I'll make sure this is on. I'm going to leave the toggle box off for logged in users because those would be trusted users. It's generally going to be your WordPress administrators or editors. Display subscription form, I'm going to turn it on here. And for our reCAPTCHA theme, I do like the light theme as well for my particular website. So I'll scroll down and I'll choose Save Changes. So at this point, I can go ahead and open my website in a new tab. I will click on that same blog post we did at the beginning of this video. I'll scroll down below. And you can see that the format here has changed. You can see that it is now using the wpDiscuz plugin format. That's exactly what we want. One thing you'll notice is we're not seeing our Google reCAPTCHA box anywhere. Even if I click on the comment here to start typing, the tick box isn't displaying, and that's because we're a logged in user and we turned off the setting to have that display for logged in users. So if I open this in an incognito window, which I'll do right now, and I'll paste in the URL to my blog post, we'll scroll to the bottom, click on the box, and you'll see the I'm not a robot tick box here. Let's go ahead and close our page. Let's go back to WordPress, plugins, add new. So this brings us to step 3. We're going to install and configure Akismet. And it's generally going to be on the WordPress plugins page here, right up at the top here. Let's go ahead and choose Install Now. Activate. And we're going to click on the link here, set up your Akismet account. So for commercial use, it is a paid service, but for personal use, it is absolutely free. So we're going to go ahead and click on Get Personal. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my email address here. And you'll see it's requesting credit card details, and it's also showing up a price here for the annual subscription. We're going to take this and drag this slider all the way to the left, and you'll see that the credit card box disappears, and it's going to show $0 per year. So let's go ahead and finish filling in our information. And we need to check all 3 boxes here in order to continue. And I will click on Continue with Personal Subscription. Now it just sent me a verification code to my email, which happened to pop up on my phone, so I'm just going to simply type it in here and click on Continue. So our sign up is complete and was successful. It's going to give us some instructions, which I will walk you through. So let's click on Login to view your Akismet dashboard. And you'll see our Akismet API key here. I'm going to go ahead and select this. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. We'll head back over to WordPress. And now we can click on Manually Enter an API key. I'm going to paste this here and choose Connect with API key. And there we go. It says Akismet is now protecting your site from spam. Happy blogging. And there are a few general settings here, but I just go ahead and leave the default settings. So you can go ahead and choose Save Changes if you do make any changes there. And you can see my kids love Peppa Pig, which happened to be on, so let's go ahead and close that out. Okay, we've got one more plugin that we're going to install. So let's head back over to Plugins, Add New. And we're going to type in Comment Link Remove. And it should pop up. And it is right here. And we're going to click Install Now. And activate. So now we just need to configure this plugin. So on our left menu here, we'll choose this menu option and choose Settings. And we'll scroll down a little bit. And this plugin has a lot of different features. So we're going to go ahead one by one through these general settings and see what we want to turn off here. So number one, it's going to give the option of removing the website field from the comment form. So we can go ahead and check this in order to remove it. And basically, a lot of the reason behind leaving comments spam on your website is to create backlinks back to their website and essentially promote whatever it is they are promoting. So we can go ahead and we could remove the website field here if we like. There is also another option. If we wanted to leave the website field in place, we could go ahead and disable turning those fields into actual hyperlinks. So if we uncheck this and turn this one on, we could leave that in place. So the link will still display, but in order to view that link or open the website, they would have to copy it and paste it in a new window or tab. So totally up to you how you want to handle that. I'm just going to go ahead and remove the website field from the comment form. I can also just leave this checked as well. We also have the option of removing the hyperlink from the comment author bio if they had a bio there. So we can go ahead and click on that. We can also remove any HTML link tags in the comments, so we can go ahead and check on that. I don't want to disable comments globally. I do have another video for that. If you wanted to completely disable comments across your entire website, you could go ahead and check that. But that's not the purpose of this video. We definitely want our blog comments on there. We just want to cut back on all the spam that's coming through. So these are generally the settings I like to use. So we can scroll all the way to the bottom past all the pro feature stuff here and choose Save Changes. So we've got one more thing that we're going to do, and we're going to navigate to Settings, Discussion, And we're going to scroll down below here. And it's changed up a little bit in the latest version of WordPress. It used to be called essentially a comment blacklist here. So essentially any words that you paste into here, if they happen to appear in a comment, our site's not going to allow that comment to display. And it's actually going to trash that comment, assuming that it's spam. So we're going to open up a link that I'll paste in the description below. I'm going to open that in a new tab. I'll paste it, and I'm going to click enter, and it's ultimate comment blacklist. So anything that appears on this list that we paste in is not going to be allowed. So I'm going to grab this here, and I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom here, and I'm going to choose copy. So this comment blacklist was provided from this Perishable Press website, so I will put a link to this in the description below. We'll head back to our discussion settings in WordPress, and I'm going to paste in that blacklist here. I'll scroll to the bottom and I'll click on Save Changes. So that was step 5 in the 5-step process that I like to follow in order to cut back on WordPress spam on my websites. So by no means are these all the measures you can take place to cut back on comment form spam on your website, but I find that this is going to take care of the vast majority of it.
All right, I hope you guys found this video valuable, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, turn on notifications, and subscribe below. Thanks, and see you in the next video.